For this activity, I just went on and printed my paper instead of setting one up just to save a little time. So, but this is the setup. Obviously, it says set up your paper. So we're going to start with our colored pencils. I'm using the Crayola, starting with red. We have red, violet, red, red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, violet, violet, and red violet. So I have to turn my paper because otherwise I don't shade well. So I'm coloring with the bulk, the side of the lead. And so I'm pressing down kind of hard over the red and then a little lighter over the red violet and the red orange because I'm going to mix those with other colors. So I'm going to go back and do another layer over red. And then for my red violet, I'm going to add a very light layer of violet. It's okay if you go out of the boxes. Obviously, I am. And then another layer of red to blend the two together. On the red orange, I'm going to go with my orange on top of my red with kind of a light layer. And on this one, I really don't need to go back with my red, but I can. So I'm going to kind of press down hard with my orange and go back just a little bit with my red. All right, so you're going to move all the way down. So with my orange, I'd start with orange here. I'd come back with yellow on top, yellow here, a little green on top, and then go back to my yellow. All right, so you just follow your letters for your colors all the way down. Then for complementary colors are opposite on the color wheel. So here we have red and green. So I'm going to grab green and red. And I'm going to start at this end with my red. And I'm going to gradually get lighter pressure as I go towards the other side, towards where the green's going to be. And obviously darker pressure here on the truer color. So I'm letting it kind of fade out. Then when I go to add the green in, I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to start light and let it fade to the left. And then on the true color, I'm going to go back and do multiple layers and get a nice strong green. Now I'm going to come back and blend again in the middle with my red. And then another very light layer of green. Another light layer of red. And I'm just going to go back and forth until they blended. So when you mix complementary colors, you kind of get a muddy color, a brownish color sometimes, a grayish color other times, but it's always this odd neutral. And so you just go back and forth blending your colors until you get that odd neutral color. All right. Then we have color temperature. So we start with this one is with red, and we're going to blend in another color to make it warmer and another color to make it cooler. So when we think of warm colors, we think of the sun or fire. So we think of red, orange, and yellow. When we think of cool colors, we think of water. So we think of blues, greens, and purples. Purple technically isn't a watercolor, but if you're in freezy cold water too long, your lips turn purple. So there you go. All right, so I have a nice strong red in the center and a light layer on warm and a light layer on cool. So for warm, I could either use orange or yellow because I already have red. For cool, I could either use blue or purple. So, or green, technically. Well, we know if we mix red with green, we get this mucky brown. So we probably don't want to do that. If we mix red with blue, we get a purple. So I'm just going to go on and use purple in the cool. I'm going to start with purple, and I might actually move towards a blue. So I'm going to blend a little purple in. And I think on the very edge, I might throw a little blue in. So right on top of that purple, Add a little blue, and then come back and mix everything with red. Sometimes if I cross the way I'm coloring, it'll help blend those. So now I'm coming back in with another light layer of purple. This time I'm going to go at a diagonal. And then another light layer of red. Now I'm kind of pressing down more. Because I really want a cool version of red. Not so much a purple or a blue, but a cool version of red. So I'm really pressing down to blend that in. Okay, on the other side, I can add orange and or yellow. So I'm going to start with orange to warm it up. And it does indeed warm it up. And then I'm going to add some yellow down here at the end. Maybe a little more orange right here. And then I'm going to blend it with some more red. So again, I want a warm version of red. I don't want a warm version of yellow. I want a warm version of red. So I'm kind of burnishing with my reds to make sure I do get a warmer red. So now we have a warm red, a true red, and a cool red. I can go one more time over the whole thing and have it blend nicely together. Okay, so there's the three things that we're doing. We're doing the color spectrum, which has all the colors gradually blended together as we go. We're doing mixing complementary colors where we have red and green, Christmas, yellow and purple, LSU, and blue and orange for Auburn. Then we're doing color temperature with each of our primaries, red, yellow, and blue, and our secondaries, green, purple, and orange.